going towards the capital after leaving the Elven lands to come and talk to the Emperor about, the war that's going on between the dwarves and the elves. They've come onto your lands and have taken over the southern portion of it, and you're trying to get the Emperor's help to try to drive them back. Vez, you are traveling towards the center of the world capital to try to find out if there is a way you can get more information about maybe the Western country. The Was it Western countries you were trying to go to, or was it
Uh,
Eastern countries?
it was the Eastern.
You were going towards capital to see if you can find a way to get passage onto to the Eastern continents, the eastern part of the lands. And Andrew Jackson,
Yes.
you're such a random character. I really didn't know what to write for you, so I'm just saying that you're in that caravan to maybe try to make some money to after being kicked out of the army. People don't actually know that you were kicked out of the army, but because getting kicked out of the army is actually a bad thing. That means you must have at least been a high combatant's son of some sort at one time.
Yes.
So you guys are all in this caravan and you're heading towards the capital for different reasons. Toastaros and Sayomi, you guys are there protected, and Andrew Jackson, you're there protected. Vez and Shizen, you're there just being part of the convoy. You know this area is usually pretty safe. It's it's mostly just flatlands because it's a well-traveled area. This is where caravans usually go through. They stay off the pass, which are infested. And Toastaros, Sayomi, and Andrew Jackson are spread out amongst the caravan, trying to keep an eye on things going forward. What do you want to do?
Okay, first, tell me the specs of the caravan. Like, is it a horse-drawn, like, with a few carriages, or what?
Well, caravans in this world are not horse-drawn. They are mechanically powered. Think of like it's shaped like a horse and drawn caravan, but there's no horses to it, and there you can hear the rumble of the engine off of the back of it, where it's being
Okay.
powered on. And
Okay, how big is it, and how many carriages are there?
there are about 5 carriages. There are about 100 people in the caravan actually traveling. Some of them are on foot because they couldn't actually afford passage in the caravan itself. They're just following it for protection. And you
So it's
guys
sort of
are
like bus size.
they're kind of like bus size, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Do wait,
I have a
is it only
question.
people, or are there some items?
There are items on top of the caravans, people that are actually riding in the caravans that put the items that they're carrying with them on top of the caravans. That way they don't fill up the extra room inside the caravans. They can actually
Got it.
fit more people inside of it. So
Okay.
there's big, tall stacks of boxes and bags and all kinds of stuff on the top of it.
What's the layout of the road? Is it just like a straight road with like
Well,
forest on the side, or is it just like
there are no forests as far as the eye can see. This place has been leveled pretty much. There's softly rolling hills and there's grass, but there are no longer any stumps and stuff where there used to be trees because there are towns along this road, but between you and the capital that have been built up using this.
mm,
It's not a straight road. It's kind of like curvy and stuff. It's not paved like the big industrial causeways where they transport goods and resources.
how many
But it's
places would I see to hide behind if like I were a bandit raid camp and
um
be badass? Like,
Well, bandits don't usually, hide. They usually hit hard and fast. They have they have pretty
a
they
place for an ambush is basically what I'm trying to get at.
there are no visible places where you could see an ambush come out from somewhere hidden, but it's kind of hilly. So if somebody was hiding behind a hill or something, they could, technically just jump out and just ride towards you on whatever they're using to get around.
Are there any other guards other than me, Toasteros, and Andrew, or is it just like us three and then Emir, who's
It's
the
just you three and a Mary.
okay?
They did not suspect trouble on this travel. There's no real high classing merchants that you know of that is traveling with this. It's kind of just like a civilian passage way.
And how far out are we from capital?
You're about another month of travel. It's
Jesus.
yeah. The travel is, even though you do have these these big industrial-sized, caravans, stuff like that travel at a pretty good speed. The capital continent is massive, and a Beacon Academy is positioned kind of like in the top left-hand corner of the continent itself. And you started out from a town that was pretty much right there next to Beacon. That this is kind of usually where people come to start travels coming from the Elven lands or the High Sid lands because they make landfall there. So this is mostly just people trying to get to the city, and travel does take quite a bit of time.
Because of the caravan size, where is each person located? And like, who is walking, who is actually on the caravan, and stuff like that.
Vezz and Shizen, you guys are actually in the caravan. Like, you guys have, taken up positions amongst the people that are traveling with you guys. You guys paid for passage to be able to get to where you needed to go. Sayomi, Toastaros, and Andrew and Amir, they're spread out. They can be pretty much anywhere they want it to be. Which position do you want to be on the caravan, guys?
I want to be sitting next to Sayomi.
Is it okay if I'm on top of one of the caravans as like a lookout position?
There are lookout positions on top of the caravans. Yes.
Okay. I'll go on like the second one. Let's say I'll be on top of that one.
Amara is centered on the first one, and whenever you climb up to look back, it looks back at you, gives you a nod, and keeps looking out in front of him.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna be walking on the right side of the caravan, generally, just keeping an eye out for things.
Well, usually these things travel faster than you can walk.
Oh.
There are like little. Think of like a train to where you can stand on the back of one and keep lookout if you wanted to do that. They're not as fast as a train. They travel about 20 to 30 miles an hour usually because it's a big heavy thing.
Run, Quinn, run!
Alright, okay, I get an idea then. Are there any like little holes on the side like that Quinn could be like resting in or something?
Yeah, if you wanted to be resting in one of the caravan's lookout positions, yeah, you can do that.
Quinn's kind of just laying back, but he's also kind of keeping an eye out. He's glancing around, making sure there's nothing going on. But he to the naked eye, he's basically just lazing about.
What? What are you laughing about? Did I say is 20 to 30 miles an hour not a speed? Like, is that like as fast as a human can
No,
run?
it was just
No,
funny
no.
because Toast is like, I'm gonna walk alongside of it, and you're like, yeah, it's 30 miles an hour.
I didn't think. I'm just
Run,
in there.
bitch! Run!
That's generally what I got in my head.
Yeah, these things are not, just crawling along. They're puttering on at a good pace, but, they can't, and whenever they need to, they can go up to speeds of like 80 miles an hour, but that's usually pretty dangerous because of the size and the weight distribution in them. So a good...
How long does it take them to get to that 80 miles per hour?
It depends. There are two different ways that it can get to 80 miles an hour. It can go through natural mechanical process, which takes about like a minute to get up there, like 60 seconds to get up to 80 miles an hour, or they can do it for there's like supplies and magical. I guess it'd be a component that if they really need to go really fast in a real big hurry. Think of like nitrous. They shove this into the engine and it just goes boom and just goes.
Okay.
Are the 5 carts hooked together, or is it like train-esque?
It's like a convoy. It's not.
Okay,
it's
cool.
not
Got
hooked
it.
together. They're they're in a
Got it.
line.
Got
but, they're not hooked together.
I have
So
a
what are they
question.
made
What
of?
is the
Things like
inside of
metal,
the
or
carriage
they like
made out
wood
of?
or what?
Whoa. Okay.
It's
Yoko.
like
Hold on a sec. Yoko,
Yes.
you're coming in twice. Can you turn off your go to the cog here? Turn off your voice chat.
Well, me and Yoko were talking at the same time, so I don't know.
No. It's Yoko's it's like at very bottom. You see video and voice. Just say nothing.
Is
There you
that
go.
Yeah, what's the caravan made out of? Is it just like a steel thing, or is it like wood, or what?
it's a combination. Like there are the actual panels of it are wood. They try to make it to reduce some of the weight of it, but the major parts of it, like the top of it, the bottom of it, the frame of it, the engine of it, and the wheels of it, are all made out of metal.
Steampunk. Awesome.
And what was the inside made out of? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was trying to fix something.
It's pretty much wood, and the chairs have cushions on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad of a caravan wagon type deal. It's actually pretty nice, considering this is only for civilians.
Gotcha.
So if Shiz and me are in the caravan, which one of the caravans are we in, or are we in different ones?
You can be in any caravan you want.
I'll probably be the one in the back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Okay.
Shizen be in the back too, so he's like close to like the exit, so we can actually see out the back of the caravan.
Well, but which caravan though? Like which one?
The one in the far back.
The one in the far back. All right. What about Andrew Jackson? You never said where you were in position to this
Well,
caravan.
Andrew Jackson, being the insane and crazy and awesome man that he is, decides not to ride inside the caravan, but decides to ride on top of the first caravan as leading the way, clinging to
Next
the
to him
top
there.
of it as he smiles and grins as the wind pushes back his hood and blows through his hair.
Okay, cut this shit short and just say I'm on one.
Seriously, dude.
No, if I
I
welcome
give
TV as
in-depth
descriptive.
detail.
I love people doing
Flavor
that.
text, I guess. All right, let's do it then.
Flavor
All right,
text is
so
beautiful.
Emir is on the same one that you are on, sitting on a guard position that's up to the front and top of where you are latched onto it. Are you going to be latched on where all the bags and stuff are? Or where are you at on top of it?
On the center of the actual roof of the caravan itself.
So you're on top of bags and boxes.
Yes. Clinging on for dear life, enjoying the ride as he goes.
Emir hears a rustle and he perks his ears up and looks back at you, and he has this look on his face like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? My first command, and this is what I get."
Upon seeing the look of the man, Andrew Jackson smiles, lifts his left hand from the carriage, and begins to wave at him.
Emir gives you kind of a it's not a dirty look to where like I'm gonna hit you, but it's like dirty looks like, "Wow, you're an idiot," and then he looks back forward and just shakes his head.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm really hoping he falls. I really am.
I don't know.
Can
Yeah,
we
I
roll
don't
for
know
that?
what to make of this. I'm just gonna keep sitting and looking out.
Can we roll for the success of him holding on?
If you guys,
Yes!
all right. Roll me a. It's gonna be an athletics check because you're holding on.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a D20 plus your athletics skill thing.
My athletic is 10, I believe.
Let me look at it real quick and I'll tell you if you don't know.
Oh no, it's 8. So slash
Yep,
D20?
yeah. You can do roll D20 plus 8. You're going to hit a DC of 15 since it's not going that fast.
Wait, do a what?
A DC of 15, that's what you're going to hope to get, a 15 or above. If you fail to get below a 15, you're going to fall off. Yeah, you're fine.
Damn it,
What is
he's
up with
fine.
you and your
I will
fucking
never fall.
He rolls like a 1 and like falls under the second caravan and gets run over.
Uh,
Well, time to make a new character.
That wouldn't stop me. I'd catch the top of it.
Yeah,
all right. Every hour that you're in this position, I'm going to have you make an endurance check. And
Okay.
each time you succeed one, you get another hour, but it gets harder to pass it. So let's go ahead and give me that endurance check to see how well you fare in holding on to this. Like,
My
you know, just
endurance is 7.
Cool.
because seriously, you're holding. They want you to fall off. So I'm gonna give you plenty of opportunity to do so.
Oh, if I fall,
Awesome.
I'm taking all of you with me.
The first one is a DC 15 since you passed your athletics check, but with pretty good colors.
22.
/ roll D20 plus 7.
Or you can click the dice icon in the top left and just deal with it that way.
That's another way to do it. I just didn't know if you know.
Oh. This thing?
Yeah, and now it should pull up a thing. The rest of
Oh,
it.
I
and
love
then-
this now.
Yeah, I thought you might.
It's so much easier than having to like type it all out. Just
You know.
click, 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 done.
I like it, clicks. Now, continue on with your thing as I cling to the carriage.
Does anybody want to talk?
No. I am
Wait, what
just
caravan are you on,
meditating.
Quinn?
I'm in the basically on the right side. I didn't really say which one I was on. I didn't get to.
First, second, third,
basically
fourth, or
just-
fifth.
I think I'm on the. I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm on the third. I'm on the right side, and I'm just kind of like looking, making sure everything's okay. Every so often,
Okay,
while I'm pacing about.
You're just playing the loot and
Yeah.
holding up the book and just peaceful, looking about.
Are there like boxes and suitcases and whatnot on the thing behind me?
Yeah, that's where they hold all the stuff.
Is there anything like visibly coming off, or is it just all like closed suitcases and whatnot?
They're all closed suitcases with like straps and stuff holding them down. There's about like it's
Alright,
about.
I'm not gonna fuck with that.
I mean, if you wanted to, nobody's really looking. If you gave me a good check, you could see if you found anything in them if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Alright.
I want to look for a better opportunity though.
Yeah.
I know it's a really good one right now, but yeah, I'll wait.
Botches the roll and fucking just unloads all of the fucking.
Just fling them all open. Yeah.
Everything is mine.
No, it'd be really easy to like say, oh, I made a mistake. But yeah. All right. I'm just doing my thing.
So how long you guys gonna travel without talking to one another? Like, give me a time frame here. Like, you guys have all been traveling this thing for 2 weeks.
Oh, I would
Mm.
love to talk to them, although I'm kind of clinging to the surface of a vehicle for my life.
Andrew's kind of doing this.
Trash
All
doesn't
right.
really plan on speaking unless anything happens. He's just looking forward and just blinking every once in a while.
Kind of the same with me. I don't intend to really talk with anyone. For the most part, I am meditating the entire time.
Is
All
there
right, well.
communicate with?
Is it going to be a straight trip, or are they going to stop for camp at all, let people go to the bathroom and shit like that?
Well, they can
You locked
travel.
that bus for a whole month.
There are towns in between where you are and where you're going to. It's going to take you about another day of travel to get to the nearest town. But yeah, you guys are going to stop, make camp at the end of the day and stuff like that. It's about lunchtime right now. Like, you guys have just stopped for lunch and you've started traveling again after that.
Okay, cool. Is there a way to communicate with anyone else other than talking as a squad, or no?
No, it's only talking. You guys are not high combatants.
Okay.
Don't
So
worry, I have signal flares. I don't, but just
Use
pretend I
those
do.
within the caravan.
All right. So since no one else is gonna go, Quinn, go ahead. Like after a few minutes, he just looks over. He looks over generally at Sayomi, since that's the only one he like kind of knows, even
Right,
remotely. And he's like, "Hey, mate, how you holding up down there?"
Yeah, I'm fine, man. I mean, fuck, this is a long ass trip.
It's gonna take. How many more months is this?
I
It's
think
going to
we only
take
got-
about. It takes
got-
about 1 month, like 1 month in total. So you guys have been in it for 2 weeks.
So we have 2 more weeks left, or
You
one?
got 2 more. You got 2 more weeks left, and you're going to hit about 3 towns on the way there.
Okay.
Hell, when's the next town coming up?
I heard
Hang on.
in like a day we'll be stopping out of town, so we should be good.
Hey,
Yeah,
I need some feet under me ground, mate.
we'll be there soon enough.
Toast just kind of slumps slightly in disappointment. He just looks like really annoyed.
All right. After about an hour, people start walking about in the inside the caravans, like those. Think of like a stewardess in an airplane. They're coming around bringing drinks and food and stuff. And one of them stops up next to it and says, "Would you like a drink, sir?"
Stop next to who?
Vezz.
Oh, I would appreciate some water, ma'am.
Is there any particular type of water you would like? Or just plain water would be fine.
Just plain water would be fine.
She nods her head and hands you it's kind of like a flask, but it's not glass. You can see through it, but you can tell it's obviously a metal. And she hands you the bottle and says, "Whenever you're done, just come and find me again." And she walks off to the next person.
Well, before that, I take the whole thing and drink it all down and hand it directly to her.
Whenever you do that, she says, "Oh, you must have been very thirsty." And she grabs the bottle, puts it in like she had a tray in front of her and like this there's a thing up under it where you would like hold like dirty dishes and stuff like that. She puts it in that and walks back off.
And as she walks away, Vezz very quietly says, "Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much."
It's my job. It's what we do.
Counting a girl's voice is funny.
Sorry.
I mean, that's just like that's my commoner girl. She can tell she's not highborn. She looks like just a normal ass person. She's like the third other human you've seen so far. Everyone else seems to be kind of either like an elf or a high elf or a Sid or a high Sid or something like that. You don't see a whole lot of dwarves here because usually dwarves have their own type of
Caravan?
not a caravan, transportation method.
Okay.
May I do my turn?
Go ahead.
Andrew Jackson, getting tired of clinging to the ceiling of the vehicle and not really caring for the clean air, decides to go make some friends. His plan, however, may not be the best, for he aims his bow directly at the caravan behind him, shooting the grappling hook attachments on it into the ceiling of that caravan, and leaps from his onto that one. This would proceed until he gets to the third caravan, to which he would say hello to the Toastaros person.
Since Sayomi's on the second caravan, can we roll to see if he shot Navi?
I think I would react if I see a bow aiming directly at me.
Dead.
Note that you are in... Wait, oh, you're not inside. Oh.
Yeah, Sayomi's on the
Be
roof,
sure to
sitting,
duck.
sitting on the luggage. He's
Okay,
like,
then
"Look,
right
this is
before he
heavy."
fires, the split second right before he presses the trigger, he says, "Look out!
He says what?
Look out!"
Okay.
Is he aiming directly at me, or is he aiming at the caravan?
Aiming
What
at
are
the
you aiming
caravan,
at?
although it has a possibility of ricocheting.
It's an arrow. Is there like a
It's a
90
grappling
degree
hook arrow.
ricochet you're gonna pull off on me?
It's a grappling hook bow.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm wary of this.
Make me an
I
attack
basically have a
roll.
look on my face like, is this guy fucking kidding?
Oh god. Die.
Okay, so I did
What's your
D20.
modifier?
Oh, which one do I do?
Dex modifier. It's a range shot. This is basically seeing if you actually hit the caravan or not.
Oh, I have 20.
So
And
it's
my
plus 5.
dexterity.
Yeah, you hit the caravan. Now give me an acrobatics check to swing.
8.
D20 plus 8. Roll that, please.
Please hit the side with the floor.
Oh my god.
You're looking for a DC 20. Nope.
Sorry.
I
Alright.
missed?
Oh.
Alright, so here's what we do.
Oh boy.
So you swing forward, you hit the caravan, and as soon as you start swinging forward, you've noticed that maybe you didn't pick exactly the right angle that you were looking for to do this, because as you swing forward, you don't clear the caravan and it clips. You clip on the side of it, and the grappling hook hits out of it, and you start falling towards the ground. Now make me an acrobatics check to see if you can grab onto the caravan before you fall.
Okay. Again, that is
Wait, which caravan is he on when this is happening?
You're on the first.
10 for my
He was
acrobatics.
going to the first to the second. So right now he's
okay.
in between.
If you
Although,
fail
note,
this,
I
got you,
didn't
Yoko.
jump
Just letting
until
you know.
my thing connected with it. So,
Yeah,
could I
whenever
stop
you,
myself from leaping?
No, you've already leaped. That was the acrobatics check. Whenever it hit, you leapt with the acrobatics check.
Gotcha.
And whenever you failed it, you hit something and now you're falling. See if
Okay,
you
so
can
now
catch
do
on.
You're trying to
D20
grab
plus
onto
10?
the second caravan before you hit the ground.
No, D20 plus whatever your acrobatics is.
While he's doing this,
Nope.
I'm getting my gun out. Okay, right before he hits the ground, I'm shooting my grappling hook at his back to try to catch him.
Okay,
Can we have it in Pam?
that's what I'm saying. Make me an attack roll to hit.
Okay, hold on. I have to find it.
Yeah, D20
Because
plus.
it's slightly different for the grappling hook. It's D20 plus 6. Wait, no, it's D20 plus... Here it is.
Since you're not using your power with it, if you want to use your power with it, you can. It would be just dex to see if you aimed right.
No, I'm not going to lightning shock Yoko.
then it'd be a D20 plus your
I
dex
like
mod.
it.
It's D20 plus
Plus
7.
your dex. Your dex
Or,
mod.
it doesn't add on the proficiency of the weapon. It's just the dex mod.
Just the dex mod, since you're not actually shooting to harm.
D20 plus 5. This is for you, Yoko.
Nope, you miss.
Just hits the ground next to him.
All right.
So, Andrew Jackson, you fall and hit the ground, and you take.
Is he under the caravan or he like fall to the side?
He fell to the side.
Yeah.
Now, can I make
I'm
another
not gonna-
grab attempt?
No, you've already hit the ground. Whenever you hit the
No,
ground,
no,
and get
after I
back
hit
up,
the ground.
Yeah.
Alright.
take
Grappling
5.
hook.
You
5
take
damage.
you take 5 damage.
All right.
Ouch.
So I hit
And
the
that is-
ground.
Something tells me
And
Andrew
you're
Jackson
rolling.
is gonna take so much damage throughout this
I'm like,
entire thing.
I'm there. Just I'm calling out for him.
What's happening
Just so he
back
knows
there?
what's going on.
Would I see this? Would I see what's happening right now?
Yeah, because you're on the
what's-
second one.
No, I thought Toastaros was on the third one.
Oh yeah, he's on the third
Yeah.
one.
You would see this.
I would see this.
He's
If
gonna
you
see you
look
hit the ground and
forward-
go, "Puh, puh, puh, puh."
Well,
Yeah,
I,
he's
of course,
rolling.
when I hear "look out," my head would turn that direction.
Okay, so you look over and you see Andrew Jackson make this valiant attempt to swing in between the caravans, but you see that he fails miserably. Like whenever he
I don't
whenever
hit
he
the
starts to
ground.
swing, he smacked the side of the caravan and then he's hit the ground and has started rolling.
You see
So-
Quinn just look on in horror. There's like bleeding hell, mate.
Kind of like how your icon is. Just like, what the hell?
May I do another turn?
Pull yourself
Sure.
up.
I mean,
Okay.
you gonna. All right, I'm gonna say it takes you about 30 seconds to get up. So by the time that you actually stop rolling and get up, you're on level with the third caravan's back. So what are you gonna do for this?
Oh,
Quinn,
I
can
was
you try to,
wishing
like,
to do something
give him
while
a
in
hand?
mid-roll.
Oh, do I have any rope or anything?
What do you
roll.
want to do while in mid roll? Like,
While
What are you
I'm
gonna-
in mid-roll, passing the second and heading toward the third, I wish to leap forward toward the front of it, hoping to cling on to the front.
well, to do that, you would have to get your feet up under you. You're rolling on your side right now because
I thought I'd be rolling ass over tea kettle, considering that I jumped forward, hit the ground, and then proceeded to roll.
well, think about it this way. Whenever you swung forward, you hit your side on the caravan and immediately started to fall backwards onto the ground. Why would you, if you can give me a reason why you would have got your feet up under you in that amount of time, I'll say you're on your feet.
Magic.
Well, yeah, magic, but Alright, so I'll start from the third.
How many caravans were there again?
5.
There are 5 in total.
So I'm gonna get hit at least 2 more times if I don't land. Let's see, while standing up after the third passing over me, I quickly turn, trying to launch
The third
my
doesn't
grappling
pass
hook
over you.
again
You're
into the
not
back
getting
of
run
it.
over, you're beside them. You
What?
didn't,
You're on the side. They're passing you.
Oh. Well, then I wish to try to shoot it at the third while it's trying to pass by.
The grappling hook again, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know why. I just feel like this is just gonna end horribly for him.
I feel like
Oh, I'm gonna be dragged, but I'm gonna catch up.
God.
So what did you want to do? I don't know if I cut out, but like you're beside them right now. You
He
didn't
said
get
he's
run over
choosing-
by.
I'm gonna be
Shooting his
shooting
grappling hook
the
at the
side
third one.
/ back of the third caravan with my grappling hook, attempting to pull myself to it.
Give me an attack roll with your dex modifier.
Okay. And my dex is
So-
20, although it
so
says
that'd be a
5
plus-
next to it.
Yeah, it'd be a d20 plus 5. That's
Okay.
your dex mod.
So d20 plus 5.
Oh yeah. You
Nice
get
one.
you get a pretty good grip. You're pretty sure that you're not
I'm
that this
fucking
one
on
won't
there.
fall out of it. So what are you gonna do now? Now that you've got your grappling hook in there, what's your plan?
I'm going to dash forward so I'm not immediately dragged and knocked off my feet. I'm going to be pressing the return button on it to help increase my speed so I can get to the caravan. Hopefully keeping up with the 30-mile-per-hour vehicle.
Alright, now here's what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an athletics check to see if you can actually run that fast without falling down.
10.
That is pretty fucking fast.
Wait, is
It's like
acrobatics
20
or
miles an hour.
athletics?
Athletics.
Okay, 8.
Acrobatics is stuff for like jumping and climbing and stuff like that. We're using dex.
so D20
Running
plus
itself is athletics. It's gonna be. Let me pull up your character sheet again. Yep, it's D20 plus 8. I'm gonna say you're gonna be able to keep on your feet and be able to run, but you're not making any ground on it. You're not falling down, but you're not getting any closer.
Oh, that means I'm running exactly 30 miles per hour, so I'm damn happy about that.
Yeah,
Well,
with their turn.
Well, you're not so much as running as making great leaping bounds and hoping that your feet will hit and you can propel yourself forward. You're not running. You're like, holy shit.
I'm like, hey, Quinn, get
May
up
I
now?
laugh the entire time?
if you want to, go ahead, but give me a second.
So can someone stop the caravan?
No one said anything. No one has said anything.
Fucking Quinn just yelled out in horror because this guy fell
How
out.
about you just reach down and try and grab the rope to pull him up?
Calls attention to it.
All right, so you're calling out to a mayor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it the second I missed my cable shot at him. I said,
Well-
Mayor?
Oh, I didn't hear you. Like I didn't know that you called out to him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say that all this actions actually went through, but maybe he didn't hear you and you called out to him again. Blah 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 blah. He looks back around and says, "Hey, what's going on back there?"
Some kook just fell off the train.
You're too far away, Toast. It's gonna have to be Sayomi.
Andrew just took a tumble.
You mean the blithering idiot that was on top of the caravan?
That very one.
All right, hold on a second. You see him climb down in front of the caravan, and he opens up the door into the driver's area of it. You hear muffled tones, but not really anything too clear because the roar of the engines is pretty loud. But you can tell that he has to yell to actually get over the noise inside the driver's pit, and you hear and feel the caravan start to slow down. They don't stop on a dime. These are not your regular buses. It takes a minute for them to actually come to a stop.
All right.
Is there anything you guys want to do in the time it takes? Everyone notices that the caravan line is starting to slow down.
Quinn's
So-
gonna get ready to get off.
So
to make
for-
sure that's okay.
For Vezz, does he have a? Can he perceive that there might be something wrong going on?
Mm,
Can you look out the window to your right? You can see a blithering idiot trying to catch
the
him.
caravan. You won't even be able to see.
he's on the fifth
I'm the very
caravan.
last caravan.
Oh,
That's why
okay,
I'm
you might not
asking.
see it.
Would he be able to?
Give me an insight check to see if you can discern from the way people are acting if something is wrong.
Insight is 8, and it's a D20.
D20 plus your skill. So if it was D20, it was 8. It'd be D20 plus 8. So it's a
You got a 20.
Alright, you got a 20. Alright, you can tell that, this is something's not quite right, but you don't know what. Like, you guys have not actually stopped without actually coming towards nightfall ever. This is the first time that you guys have actually stopped on the way there. Because everything you've needed has been provided within the caravan. So you know that, hey, why are we stopping? What's going on? What do you do after this?
Question about the environment. Is there any way to travel from caravan to caravan while they're still moving?
Yes,
They're
you
not
do, just like I
attached.
did, although it's not very effective.
Yeah, they're not attached. There's no real easy way to go in between caravans. I mean, technically you could climb out along the side of it and try to jump in between it, but people look at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Where are the exits on these caravans?
There is one that goes into the driver's compartment, and there's a door on the side of it with stairs leading down, so he could, they're not down right now, but there are stairs leading down whenever he lowers them so he can get out from there without having to go all the way around. And there's one...
Which side does that stair go down to?
It goes down the right side because it is a left side driven car, and if he would have actually had the door right there next to his him driving, it would.
Then can I make my way down to that stair then?
Well, there are other exits. You usually don't go in the driver's compartment. That's where he stays.
Oh, okay.
There are two more exits. One that exits to the left and one that exits to the right. And then there's an emergency hatch on the back, but there's no stairs there. You would have to leap out of it to do so. And I would say there, since it was traveling like 20 to 30 miles an hour, it's slowed down to about 18 miles an hour right now.
I guess I would go through the escape hatch in the back.
So let me get this. Let me get this straight. You're looking about. You feel like something's going on, something's wrong, and you're going to open up the emergency hatch and jump out the back. With no one telling you.
No,
We're slowing down. Everyone leave.
No, I'm trying to. No.
Everyone, we're gonna die! Jump!
Stop. So the emergency hatch, you said it leads out the back. Do you mean like the top back, or like just like it's just empty? You just jump off back.
There's a door at the back of it. It doesn't go out the top of it. It goes out like the direct back of it, and there's a hatch.
Oh, then I misheard because I thought you meant that it went to the roof.
No.
No. Okay, I misheard that then.
I think it's just like a regular, like the bus emergency exits that are in the back.
Yeah, like think of like a bus emergency exit. There's one in the back.
Okay, so then I wouldn't take the emergency exit because I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
What if it was on the roof?
I was just to say, like, you have no idea why you're stopping, so you're just gonna just jump out the top of it.
Get out of here! We're all gonna die. Then I would. And you said there's an exit to the left and exit to the right?
Yes, there's exits to the left and exits to the right that are closed right now. You know that the driver actually has to open them.
So then I'd have to go talk to the driver to get them to open the door to the right. Can I do that?
If you want to, yes.
Yes, I'd like to talk to the driver to open the door to the right.
Alright, so you walk up to the driver's door and knock on it?
Okay.
Or do you want to knock on it? Do you want to just open it? How do you want to approach this?
I want to knock on it.
There's no reply. You can hear like just a roar of noise and stuff coming from the machinery there that powers the engine in the back. Well, doesn't power the engine in the back, but controls the engine in the back.
Is the door locked?
It is not locked.
Then I proceed to knock one more time. If there is no reply, I open the door.
There's still no reply to your knock. It's too loud in there. So you open the door, and it doesn't seem like the driver even notices that the door was open. But the other passengers are looking forward and hearing the roar. It's not like a roar, but it's a pretty loud noise. It's not like deafening, but it's pretty loud. Like you would have to kind of yell to talk over it. And he doesn't notice that the door is open.
I would close the door behind me because the people in the back, can they hear? It makes it a lot louder when the door is open, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would close that door right after I entered and try to get attention of the driver.
How are you going to get his attention?
Smack him in the back of the head.
No, I just want to just like kind of tap him on the shoulder.
Whenever you do this, the man jumps a little bit and looks over to you and is like, "What are you doing? Why are you back here? Why are you up here?"
I feel like something is wrong. Can you tell me if there's anything wrong or I can help with?
Well, I heard over the intercom that there's some kind of trouble. I think some idiot jumped off of one of them. I'm not real sure. But we've got to order to slow down the caravans and bring it to a halt.
Could you open up one of the doors so I can go check it out?
I mean, you can wait till we get stopped, and then we'll open the doors so if people wanted to go out and stretch their legs or something, but just opening the door while we're moving, no, that's too dangerous, buddy.
How long until we will be stopped?
I give it about another 10 to 20 seconds. It'll be somewhere in those areas.
All right.
I know, right?
I apologize to him for entering the room without permission and proceed to leave out there. I didn't know it was going to be that quick for the time to stop. I thought it was going to take a couple minutes or so.
Oh, no, it's not going to take that long. I mean...
We need to stop! Like 5 minutes or just...
Yeah, something like that.
Well, because like they're huge, big vehicles, so I assumed that they were really tough to slow down.
I mean, they
That
are
makes
pretty
sense.
tough
It's
to
just
slow
funny.
down. It's just that when you went and did this, the time that he's jumped out and the mayor has already told them, and they've already been on the process of slowing it down. So it's been about like a minute or so as you were doing this that you
Okay.
guys have been slowing down.
All right.
Quinn's like
So
Quinn's watching, right? Like watching Yoko run or Andrew run. He's just making sure the guy doesn't slip.
so
Give me
I-
another athletics check.
Okay.
Here we go.
It was already at like 37 checks.
Speed, mate.
As you were doing these big, huge leaping bounds, you notice that there's a rock coming up, and you try to leap that higher than you.
God.
But you don't quite make it. You don't quite make it, and you catch your foot on the rock, and you lose your balance, and you fall down, and you are starting to be dragged.
Oh.
You know,
Hell, hurry
I'm
up.
going to a
Slow
stop,
the-
dude. It's cool.
Slow it faster.
give me an endurance check to see how bad you get hurt by this, because it's not
Alright.
falling damage. It's you trying to tough your way through it.
Please don't let Andrew Jackson die so far.
I will never die.
Oh, you're fine. You're able to.
I'm just enjoying the ride, sliding on my belly.
Well, you're rolling like you're. Sometimes you're on your stomach, sometimes you're on your back, and your arms are up over ahead of you. So you're just kind of
Best
shifting your way, trying to dodge stuff.
Quinn
Ride
can see this, right? Like that
ever.
the guy's fallen.
Oh yeah, you
You just see
Quinn
Quinn.
can-
Quinn's like just both hands go to the top of his hat, and he's like his eyes are wide. It's like he just screams at Sayomi, the god tricks.
Andrew Jackson at this point
Not
is
saying anything.
screaming and hollering in joy, saying, "This is so fun!"
Why the fuck is this my first assignment?
I think he's fine.
Yeah, Sayomi, you didn't graduate the top of your class, but you are a high Sid. So getting paired with this idiot is kind of yeah. And, yeah.
I'm assuming the
It's a
guy's
bit
drunk
disheartening for me.
so far.
So another couple of seconds pass after this, and the caravan pulls to a halt, and you're sitting in the middle of the road, just stopped.
Quinn.
And the mayor jumps down. Whenever the stairs are down, he takes like the stairs two at a time and hops down the rest of the way to get to the ground.
Yeah,
And
Quinn,
he
Quinn does the same, like now, trying to make sure he's okay.
Andrew at this point is going, "Aww," while slightly tapping his bow on the ground that his fun ride is now over, and he has to look for something else to entertain himself.
He's still sitting in a second.
I'm still
Alright,
on
we
my
got, like,
stomach.
a second we're stopped, or are we gonna immediately start taking off?
We just stopped.
you're stopped. And the door's open. Shizen, you haven't spoken up to anything that you wanted to do. You've noticed that the caravan has stopped. How do you react?
Shizen not really wanting to be in the caravan much longer, pretty much at all, but just a fast way to travel. He gets out the first chance he does, seeing what's going on, seeing as he had already someone get jumpy and start running around the caravan and knocking on the guy's door to see what was going on. So he gets out to see what was going on himself. Do Andrew and them have any kind of identification to show that they are like guards and stuff?
Yes.
bow.
On their
Okay.
on their armor, you see a sigil on the top left hand shoulder of it. Well, not top left hand; it'd just be on the left shoulder of it, on the very top of it.
Would I recognize it's from the main kingdom?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
Well, you
Is
recognize it as being out of the Beacon Academy. It doesn't have the additional marks that make it to where it's part of a specific part of a city or something like that.
Would mine look
they're
a little
fresh
bit?
out.
Would mine look a little bit different considering I'm from the Bard's College part? Or would I just be
Well,
the same?
Where yours would have the sigil and the hunters would have the various different types of weapons in the sigil. Yours would have like music notes or pretty much. If you guys want to draw what the
So,
sigil
yes.
looks like, yes,
okay,
it looks
Yes,
a little
it'd be
bit
very
different.
slightly.
Alright, awesome. Okay, as long as I can read. Like Quinn,
Yeah.
Is anyone trying to give Andrew medical attention?
I'm-
Since he did
I
the
vote
thing with
that
well,
the
bad
sigil looks
injury?
like that.
like Quinn's immediately rushing over just to make sure everything's okay, like just to check the guy out.
And
See if he's alright.
Does he just have just cuts and bruises, or is it anything major since he lost around 5 health?
You can't actually tell that he's hurt. Most of the bruisings and stuff would be covered underneath his armor, but you can tell that there's dirt all over him. There's mud and pieces of grass sticking to him. His face is real dirty. And you can even see that if he opens his mouth, there's like bits and pieces of dirt and stuff stuck in his teeth.
And you all right, mate?
And you see another person walking towards Andrew Jackson with a very stern look on his face and kind of a tense sensation in his frame. You notice that he is not quite like the rest of the people. He has like dark ruddy brown rusty skin, and well, it's not brown, it's like a reddish copperish brownish tint to his skin, and you can see lines of flames and stuff inside of his face, and his hair is nothing but flame. And you can see him walking towards Andrew Jackson with an intent to do something.
Shizen's just gonna observe for now, but he is gonna take note of Amir's appearance, considering he has markings like himself.
Well, it's not Deva like. You can tell that he is
He's gonna know face markings and be all like, just think it's curious.
Yes.
Andrew Jackson, upon seeing the man approach his destination, he gets up, dusting himself off slightly. He gives the man a salute. Noticing that he looks different than every other person on here, he suspects that he's the captain. Aye, sir.
Well,
that was a fine ride, and I applaud you for how fun it was. He says with a smile.
You know he's the commander of this area. His sigil actually has like different markings of rank and stuff on it. You notice that he's not too far away from getting an upgrade to a sigil into being a high combatant. And you know him as a mayor. You guys have been on this thing for 2 weeks.
Sorry.
Well, due to Andrew Jackson being insane, he forgot all of that and just takes it that he's the captain. So he salutes him instead.
Quinn at this point is like approached, and is just like asking, like, "Are you okay, mate? You fine? You good? You want on a ride there?"
Upon hearing Toastaros speak to him, he turns to him, his hands still planted firmly on his forehead. He says, "Oh yeah, that was the best ride ever. Do you want to try?" He says, trying to offer him his bow.
No thanks, man. I think I'll stick to the train.
A mayor walks up to you, and you can tell he's a little bit upset. And he gets about a foot away from you, and you know he's in stance, but he's not saluting because commanding officers, whenever they're about to give some kind of reproach, they don't salute. You can tell he's in military stance, and he's looking at you and he's like, "Do you have any words for yourself, son?"
He pauses for a moment, trying to reflect on his actions. Slight frown forming upon his face. He then looks to him, his eyes, a bit slanted. His smile slowly starts to form on his face. Best ride ever.
Oh,
He
shit.
says, his smile now fully widened, and his eyes happy and enlightened to the point where he's a child at this point.
I expected better from you, son.
Quinn blinks. He's like, he kind of like sidles over next to him. Right? He kind of leans in and covers his mouth. Like,
Is he really with us? What are we doing here? What am I doing here?
This is just a high. He looks over to. This is nothing but a hired mercenary. We picked him up right there next to Beacon. Seems like he'd been traveling around. He was kicked out of his previous. What would you call?
Arrangements.
Yeah, I guess it would be arrangements. He was kicked out of his previous.
ain't even a graduate. The
He's
hell
not
am I doing here, mate?
Well, we only had 3 assigned to us besides me.
You see,
Well, no, only had 3 assigned to us in total, and we needed the extra help, so we picked him up.
Quinn just face palms like, ugh. Yeah, he just waves his hand and starts walking away. Like, I don't care. I'm going back to my post. See if I
Andrew
can't get
Jackson, upon seeing Toastaros walking away, and him deeming him to be a quite fun and happy individual, decides to follow him, hoping to sit next to him along the ride.
Oy vey.
Before you walk away, Emir snaps at you. Where do you think you're going?
On the train! Obviously you don't like me riding back there, he says, with a slight chuckle.
Oh, shit. You just hear
I did not dismiss you, soldier.
I'm not a soldier. I'm a
Dismiss? You didn't try to attack me.
What?
Dismiss me, like, are you saying?
I know what it means.
Okay.
He's insane and kind of stupid.
He's crazy.
I don't. How does
How do you react?
like you see Amara give you this dirty look? Like if he wasn't on duty, he would probably knock your lights out. Be disrespected. And he just points to the back of the caravan, doesn't say a word, and you take to know that he means for you to stay inside the back caravan, and like you don't.
No, hey,
If he
look,
sees you leave that caravan, he is going to be quite upset. And he just
Dazzle them
Andrew
with
Jackson, knowing that there's a little bit of seriousness in the situation, decides to hang out in the back caravan. Although he wants to make a funny and quite childish scene by flailing his arms and stomping on his way back to the far back fifth caravan, hoping to find someone there to hang out with and have fun.
Oh, I'm just noting Quinn at this point is going to join Sayomi because he wants to be next to someone normal.
I'm just still sitting in the second one like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. As Quinn walks up and like takes his seat, like he just kind of knows. Bleeding hell, mate! What the hell are we teamed up with here?
Seriously, dude.
I have a question.
right.
Will I be able to notice the sigil right away when he enters the back caravan?
Yes, you. This is a widely known sigil here on the continent. You can tell that he is training to become. Well, on Andrew Jackson, his has been besmirched. Like it's no longer in. It's no longer fucking
Pretty.
Yeah, it's been besmirched.
He got dirt on it.
It's just dirty from what just happened.
No,
Big missing
no,
ninja like with a freaking line through it and stuff like that.
It's just got a carve through it or something, you know.
it doesn't have a carve through it, but you can tell that there are symbols on it that you don't quite understand what it means. But you can tell that it doesn't look like everybody else's. And
Okay.
but yeah.
The
So he
award
walked.
for the
So
special
has he
soldier.
already entered the caravan yet, or is he still making his way over?
I don't know. Have you made your way in the caravan?
Making my way there. If nothing is said or no one comments about his odd way that he is walking back, much like a child who hasn't gotten his way, then he proceeds to the caravan, knocking on it in a pattern like hoping that someone would answer, or at least do back a
The
funny
door-
tone.
The doors are open, and the people around you look at you like they're worried. Like you guys are supposed to be there to protect them, and they see you acting really, really strangely compared to what they've seen other military types do in the past, and they're worried. And Amir doesn't even look at you. He just walks back up to the front of it and enters the engineer's compartment of the caravan on the front and begins talking to the engineer.
Okay, Shizen, when hearing the knock, for no possible reason he can comprehend, just gets the urge, he ends up knocking twice on the caravan as if completing the man's music that he's making.
Upon hearing the knock, completing the sequence, he smiles greatly, looking upon the man who has completed it. You're gonna be my best friend now.
You done
He says
goofed.
as he makes his way toward the oddly looking man.
You have never seen a person like Shizen before. You have never even heard of what he could be. There has never been one in the capital at all. Like he is the only person you've seen like this ever.
The rare Shizen bird.
Wait, so they're all in the back caravan with me as well?
I suppose so.
Shizen's standing outside of it right now.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't remember you being inside the caravan.
Yeah, I just knocked on the outside of it. Because he was walking up, knocking on it, and as soon as he finished, I'm like, bonk, bonk. Take a place.
Andrew Jackson, have you entered the caravan already?
No,
Yes,
he
I
stopped when
have, and
didn't
I'm making
walk
my
up.
way toward the strangely looking man.
Where did you knock then?
You
I
said
knocked
you
on the
knocked caravan
open
as you're
door.
Walking up. I'm outside, so as soon as you knock before you go in, I'm gonna knock twice, and you're gonna look. You're my best friend, and you're gonna walk away from the
Oh,
caravan. So I'm
but
standing
yes,
outside.
I'm walking away from. I'm hanging out with you now.
So Vez, where are you and what are you doing? Did you walk outside when everybody else stopped?
I did walk outside, yes, but seeing how there was nothing extremely serious, I didn't do anything. I just kind of stood outside looking for anything to do. And
Well,
go. You can go.
well, you see that Andrew Jackson making a scene and acting like a child, and how do you feel about it? He's supposed to be there to protect you. How do you feel?
I have no pull either way as to if he was childish or adultish or anything like that. Do I perceive that he may be the reason that the whole situation happened?
Well, you saw him whenever you exited. You saw him talking to, the man I described previously, and there looked like there was a few like it looked like I don't know what to call him. Like, I can't just call him a
It looked like
genasi.
there was a confrontation, and you'd see that Andrew Jackson has dirt all over him, so you would come to the conclusion that he was most likely the cause of it.
Hold on.
Yes.
Something like that.
I wait at the door of the last caravan with the intent to talk to him when he arrived.
Well, talk to him. Him and
Well,
Shizen.
he initially walked to the Shizen. It was basically Shizen when the man walks up. Shizen gives a light smile and asks the man if he's okay. Since he can kind of assume that he's the reason they stopped and all the dirt and everything else is all over him.
Sir, are you okay? Wait, what?
I said, I'm asking if he's okay. Who are you?
Two people are yelling at him now.
Upon hearing both people ask if he was okay, one in front of him and one behind him, he stops, dead center, turns toward the forest, which is away from the caravan. Quickly looks to his left, towards Shizen, then looks to his right, toward
There are no
Fez.
forests, dude.
There's no forest, it's just
Well, then
empty
that
plains.
direction that way. That direction over there of empty landscape of stuff. I look that way. And then I proceed to look left. Shizen. Look right. Fez. Pause for a moment, looking forward. I give them both the OK symbol with my hands, saying, all's good here. A strange accent that even he does not know.
So you're trying to copy the way Amara was talking? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
This is how we talk around here, right?
I mean, I kind of envisioned it as like an old West Top scene with the caravan, so I just started going with it.
Yeah, he sounded pretty cool to me. But Yoko's impersonation of him was funny. Okay, cool. So are we gonna start? So
Yeah.
shit's gonna start back up?
I said I'm okay.
What are you doing now? Like,
I walk up to him and ask him, "What happened, sir? What is going on?"
Upon hearing the man speak, he turns to his right, looking directly at him. Well, an unfortunate, seemly event occurred when I tried to leap from the first caravan onto the second. My damn grappling hook did not connect quite as it should have, and I fell. Almost gotten run over. Luckily, though, I was able to roll away from the caravan. But then I proceeded to shoot my grappling hook again, and I ran for a while, attached to the third, and, well, there was a rock, you see, and I sort of tripped. I was dragged. It was the best ride ever. It was so fun!
It sounded like you had quite the eventful time.
Oh, I did. It was so fun. Look at me. I'm a mess.
Do you do this thing all the time?
Nah. It's usually much worse than this.
Can we get the caravan moving, please?
Sure. After a little bit,
We're just waiting for you to get back inside.
Oh, yeah, okay, so...
No,
as
go ahead
we're
and start the
talking,
caravan.
We
We'll
both
ride
start
again.
walking back into the caravan. I didn't know he was following me, though. I started walking back in.
Your Shizen just basically waits until like everyone's starting to load back in, and he just gets in his role, wanting to stay out of it as long as he can. He just
Well,
takes
you-
his seat. Go.
you gotta sit there for about another minute or so, waiting for everybody else to file back in, and eventually everybody files back in. But here's the thing: you guys have been sitting there for a minute, and as you guys are trying to get started going back up, give me a perception check of people that are standing on guard.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
me and Quinn.
Oh fuck.
You, Quinn, and a mayor.
No, because a mayor just climbed inside of the engineering compartment of the first caravan.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't be on guard. Yep,
Yeah.
you and Quinn.
All right. Oh, my perception's 4, so it's
My perception is 8, so D20 plus 8.
D20 plus 8. You're looking for a DC of 23.
4.
Nope. You guys see nothing.
Damn.
You guys see nothing out of the ordinary, and you continue on business as usual. And as you start,
Sorry.
as the caravan starts picking up speed, you hear the crack of a gun.
Shit.
Can I do a perception check since I'm not fully in the vehicle yet?
You're in the back with us.
Yeah, you're in the back. Like,
I thought we were in the process of
No,
entering
no.
in the
The-
second
No, you're all
caravan.
We just sped it up.
No,
We're in the back. And we're just trying to get ready to go.
Gotcha.
Okay, so upon hearing the crack, I'm gonna reach into my jacket, pull out one of my gun blades, one of my pistols, and then
Well-
look at Quinn and say, "Do you see anything?"
Well, first, this actually has to go through because he's shooting at somebody. You don't know.
Shit.
who.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Boom, Ghost is dead.
Tell me your positions. Like, where were you at?
Well, I'm like sitting, like feet hanging off the front of the second caravan, like in a guarding position.
Okay.
So, at the front of the second one. So like all the luggage and suitcases and stuff would be stacked up behind me.
Okay.
Quinn's kind of slumped with his the top part of his shoulder pressed up against it, kind of in a lounging position, like his leg crossed over the other.
Are you in the position that you were before in that little nook?
He's sitting right next to Sayomi. So.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess I just have to roll. No, we're gonna say the closest one to where they were, and it's going to be you.
Me? Who's me?
Who's you?
Who's you?
Is it
You
me?
don't know yet.
You?
Oh,
Or
boy.
Sayomi?
Swing low,
Boom.
chariot.
Well, I really hope they're shooting at me.
Yeah,
Go
thing is,
Come on, come on, come on. Who has the wheel? Come on.
Five
Can I
of
spin
them,
the
it
wheel?
Nails you in the head.
Boom. Toast, you take 3 damage and get shot in the shoulder.
Ah!
Shit.
Bloody hell! Alright, like, how bad?
Do you look not bad? Like it's just 3 damage.
Alright, so I'm basically...
Make
Three
sure.
out of your like 20 something.
Yeah, and make sure that Andrew Jackson, you did take 5 off of your health. Just saying, because there's about to be a fight, so it's kind of important.
Gotcha.
So the caravan started moving at least a little bit, or they like still stopping, just getting ready.
Where is
The
Sammy?
caravan started moving, but
It's like a mile an hour right now.
Where
It's
is
like
Sammy
crazy
and
slow.
Toast at?
We're on the top of the second caravan, dude.
Okay.
they're on top of the second caravan. Vezz, Shizen, and Andrew Jackson are inside the 5th one.
Is it
And
possible for Shizen to hear the gunshot over the engine because it's not going that fast?
well, think of this as a gunshot that's coming from pretty far away. Like it's not the crack like a. It's more like a.
Okay, so if I see like a do I see like a small hole like appearing in his left or right shoulder and like a bit of blood coming down?
Well, you see him get shot, and he goes and then just like clutches at his shoulder as he gets shot. So yeah, you notice. that he gets
Which
shot.
way is he leaning? Can I like disseminate where the trajectory was from? Like
He's
which way is
leaning into you.
he? Into me, so it's coming from behind us.
It's coming from behind you and to the right.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Toast, you should probably react first since you're the one who
Yeah.
got shot.
Yeah, after Toast initially goes, ah! And just kind of clutches his shoulder, his hand just comes off, and he just, he summons his guns. He needs his guns. He's got his guns out now, and he's just trying to figure out where everybody is, like who just shot him. He looks.
So now you're actively looking for them.
I'm actively looking for them now.
Okay, my first reaction is going to be, I'm going to, where my legs are dangling off the front of the second caravan, I'm going to slip off the second caravan to where my right hand is like holding on to the lip of the caravan, so I haven't dropped down, but I'm in like that position where you are in a adventure game right before you pull yourself up. So I'm in that position with holding
On
with
the
my
ledge.
right hand on it. Yeah, on the ledge. And then my left hand, I have my one of my guns drawn, and I'm gonna call out like, "Amer, we got trouble!" Like really loud.
Mm.
Would I be able to hear what's going on?
Yeah, will we be
Like,
able to hear the
since you're-
gunshot from being way back there and all the loud vehicles?
Since it is coming from coming closer to us than it is to them.
Yeah.
Back
So a mayor would hear you, but you guys have to make passive insight. Like, what's your passive perception? What's your passive perception?
Minus 18.
Not you. You're already knowing, but like Vezz, Shizen, and Andrew Jackson need to tell me their passive perceptions.
17.
So,
Current skill perception's 9.
no, passive perception. It's on your
It's
character
under
sheet.
Ah, 13.
13 on Shizen.
No,
Trying
on
to see
Vez.
where my perception is.
On Vezz. Your passive perception, like you pull up the character sheet, and there's
It'll be
a
under your
I'm on character-
senses, right underneath movement.
yep
But I'm on the character summary right now.
character summary.
Yeah, I'm on the character builder.
Oh, on your thingy on the top left, look at your character. There's a button that says character sheet. It makes it so much easier to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be up right fast. Okay. Senses, passive perception, 19, 10 plus 9. Yeah. So it's
All right. Andrew Jackson and Shizen Akari, you both hear a muffled like it's not really loud, but you can hear something. Like you hear some kind of agitated, excited voice.
Upon hearing this noise, I view that there's possibly some more fun. So I hop up from my seat, bouncing up and down as I make my way to the door, fidgeting with it, trying to open it, not knowing if the controls are in the driver's hands or his own.
Whenever you try to open the door, you notice that it will not open.
Then he quickly janks and bobs with the handle. He makes those sounds as he tries to get the door open, hoping to attract some attention so the door will open.
The people in the car are looking at you like, oh, is he doing it again? Are you kidding me?
Vez gets up and goes over to Andrew and asks him, are you trying to have a little bit more fun again?
Upon hearing the man speak to him, he slowly turns his head toward him, a smile just planted on his face. Yes, more fun. I heard someone talk. It was exciting, it was fun. There's something happening. I have to see, I have to know.
What do you think is happening?
I don't know, that's why I want to go, you stupid!
Hey,
I
during
don't know.
their conversation, does Amer hear me?
Yes, the mayor hears you and he looks out the engineering cabin and looks at you. What do you say?
I'm just gonna yell, Quinn is down, just like immediately.
His eyes go wide and he quickly ducks back into the engineering cabin, and you hear like raised voices, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Okay,
And all of a
hopefully
sudden,
he also sees my gun drawn in my hand. So.
well, he sees you and he sees that you have your stuff out, but he doesn't know why. He could, and frickin' Andrew Jackson just jumped.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, shit.
His mic dropped.
Kyle just dropped.
Dang it.
I'm just getting so into it.
Quick, continue on the story without him.
Get off the caravan. We must go.
Alright.
This is leave every
Are you
man
back?
behind.
So,
Are you
just
back?
as a
I
party.
think he's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead.
Your mic cut out, dude.
Yeah, I know. So what was the last thing you heard?
You just told me like Amer, he saw that I had my gun out and heard me, but then he's talking amongst themselves.
And then you said something about Andrew, and then it just stopped.
Yeah.
Well, he
Andrew
thought you
ruins
might be
everything.
pulling an Andrew. He saw that Andrew jumped off of the train. He's like, well, another.
Wait,
one.
actually got out?
No,
No,
whenever
no,
the
no,
first time.
He's just
Oh.
assuming that you all are fucking
Aw.
around.
Yeah, he thinks that I'm retarded even though I've been with him for 2 weeks, so God knows.
He doesn't think that you're retarded, but he saw one of them do it, and he's like, well.
Yeah,
maybe.
okay, he has low standards is what you're telling me.
It's like, great,
Pretty
now
much.
one's clinging to the
He's
side.
he's lumping us up together.
Pretty much.
Thanks
I mean,
for
you're
setting the
all
bar so high, Andrew.
you're all untrained pretty much to him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Either way, he looks back into the engineering compartment, and you start to hear this furious whirring, and all of a sudden, the engine on the back of it starts to shake like really, really hard, and you feel the caravan lurch forward. Like it goes
Oh
from
shit,
like
he's gunning it.
he goes
Okay,
from like
I
5 miles an hour to 8.
I'm
then
immediately
it
I'm climbing
cuts
back
off.
up on top of that caravan and like in a
Okay, you
prone
said
position
8 and then
because I
it
don't wanna
cut
fall
off. There's a oh, he DC'd.
Damn it.
Wah, wah, wow.
Yeah. Alright.
All right, I'm back.
Alright.
But like, yeah, you notice that you guys have started booking it. Like it's
Crazy
going.
accelerate. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
That-
immediately pulling myself up in like as prone of a position as I can be in, just so I don't fall off. I'm just
Yeah.
like pulling myself back up.
Okay.
Toast also kind of drops into a crouch.
Make me an athletics check to see if you can pull yourself up. DC 25 because you're moving.
Okay. My athletics is 7. 7
So
D20.
D20 plus 7, yes. Tell you what. We'll say that it takes you a minute to get up, but you don't fall off.
Okay.
Like it takes you a couple of tries to get up there.
Okay.
Oh, after the speed, just had him like just sprawl.
If I started falling, I would just say Quinn, and like he could like try to grab for me.
I got both. I
Yes,
got both
because you're
guns in my
totally gonna
hand.
trust
but
the
you
guy
got
who's
shots,
just shot.
Well, he only
Either
got
way.
grazed in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Everybody
Either way, I'm
else,
pulling myself up.
you notice that this thing has started flying just out of nowhere, and the people
The
on
caravan started flying.
yeah, it's not like literally flying,
But it's
it's
moving.
The speeds are
It's a
going
notable speed increase.
yeah, like it's sudden. Like it's not just gradual pickup. Like it's like you're going like 10 miles an hour, and all of a sudden you're going 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, Shizen, when he feels it's starting to get faster, he's just gonna grab onto the bench and try to hold himself down, feeling it's getting faster, while also looking around trying to see what's going on.
The people in the caravans, they're freaking out. Like they're falling all over the floor. They're shouting, wondering what's going on. They're in a general panic. Like
Given this, sit the
I
fuck
think it's
down.
funny that Yoko
Also,
and
still
Ben
Andrew-
are standing up.
Andrew Jackson at this point is clinging onto the handle for dear life as he's going, no, don't run away, we gotta fight! Fun! He says as he comes to the conclusion that something must have been wrong for them to increase the speed this much.
I grab onto Andrew's shoulder and try to persuade him to calm down and to help me calm down the people in the caravan.
yeah, you guys are getting jostled about hard. Like you're
Okay.
having trouble staying on your feet.
Okay, sat there, and Shizen's gonna sit there and see them basically both Yoko flailing in the air. I'm gonna use my divines that basically can hold people down. I'm just gonna form them from the wood on the side of the caravan. They try and wrap around them, try to put them back on the ground, so try and brace them.
So basically, you're making kind of like seat belts.
Kinda.
Okay.
Just to try and like get them where they're not flailing in the air, and trying to get them where they're actually on the ground.
Well, they're not flailing in the air, but
Like,
they're
just-
falling down, and
Just
you
like
know.
I am
jostling
doing
about,
that.
like all sorts of shit, you know. Like
Okay,
think
yeah,
on a
I-
crowded subway train, and then it like suddenly goes for it. It's like, and you see people jumping around.
Okay,
Basically,
can I just use this on the entire caravan to try and like get everyone to seatbelt mode?
Yeah, that'll work. They're still panicking, but they're no longer flying around.
Okay. Do I gotta roll
Good
a check
job,
for it or
Shizen.
anything?
No
Alright.
check.
I'm like, Toast is still crouched, right? I just, yeah.
Toast, you were already on top of it, so it didn't take much for you just to get in a position to where you're not gonna fall off.
I'm gonna,
Do I see anything by looking around?
Dude, don't peek your head up.
Yeah,
not
Like if he
picking
starts
my
picking
head
his
up.
head up by looking around, I'm like, no, stay down.
Yeah. Like Quinn's like freaking out at this point. He's like, "What the?"
Dude, you got sniped, man.
I can't fucking like he's like actively scared because he doesn't know what the hell just happened. He just knows he's bleeding from the shoulder and he's just got his guns out. He's like, "What is happening?" Like the fucking train started bugging. Or caravan started going. Boom. So he's crouched at this point, and he's just looking left to right. And he's like, "Sayomi, is everything okay?"
I think I should be asking that to you.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you are.
Does that mean it's okay? I don't know.
Okay,
This is
so
all-
we're booking it.
After a couple of seconds, you see a mare start climbing out of the engineering cabin up to the roof of it while it's still going this fast, and he makes an athletics check to see if he can do it.
Is it wrong when I'm gonna die on the first fucking thing?
Shizen, shut up. He's our tutorial
Not
character.
jinx it.
Don't kill him.
Don't just... We need that guy.
I don't want him dead, but I want him to fall.
He falls out the caravan.
I think
right
it'd
next
be
to the
funny.
wheel.
Come on, I did it.
Yeah, he does not. There's no way.
He doesn't fall, but it's a little bit shaky. Like he looks like he could fall. Like
Can Quinn see that he's like climbing and struggling a bit or something?
yeah, you see him. Like if you have a if somebody doesn't go and help him, he's probably gonna go fall off. He's holding on for dear life. He lost his footing as he was climbing, and he's hanging there.
Sayomi, a man's in trouble.
Shit. Yeah, I got this since you got
Man.
shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my. Actually, no. This will just be easier. I'm going to shoot my grappling hook at him.
You're gonna shoot him.
You're gonna.
Tail
Well,
in the face.
it doesn't have any push or pull, but it gives him leverage if he holds on to it.
just shove
Okay.
Wait,
If-
would that not be the case with how I created it?
No, it's
Okay,
more
then
like
I'll
it
just-
sticks into something and it gets taunt. If it's just shot, then
Okay.
it pretty much you're
Okay,
giving him
cool.
something else to grab onto.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna throw my rope at him then.
It doesn't
Throw.
reach.
50 feet of rope won't reach.
I mean, unless you tie it in a lasso and throw it at him, it's not gonna reach. Like it's
No,
if you're just throwing
Because
rope,
we're
it gets-
going
it's
fast as
rip-
hell, it'd be
Put a
going
rope on a
backwards by the
speeding
force.
vehicle. That's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, it's just gonna fly back and just flail in the wind. You're going 80 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ. Okay, alright.
So all the caravans are going 80 right now.
Pretty much, like it's kind of dangerous. Like nobody's sure if the caravans are gonna run into each
Okay,
other,
I'm gonna do
if they're gonna
something
get jostled off the road.
I'm gonna do something dangerous for the good of America then. I'm going to I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna shoot my grappling hook at the back of the caravan directly in front of us. So like almost only like a few feet away. Just gonna shoot at that.
There's gonna be kind of like a zip line.
Yeah, it's basically a zip line.
Give me a roll to hit.
Okay, d20 plus 6, or wait, no, it's plus 5 because I'm not taking
Plus 5.
lightning.
Oh.
I think you done just shot the mayor.
No, he wasn't shooting at a mare, but as you hit it, it just kind of plink, and it just kind of rolls down the side of
Like
it. And
limbs up.
just,
All right, I'll retract it and shoot it again.
all right,
There we go.
boom! You get a
Critical.
solid, good stick right in there. You
It
can
like goes
well,
through the caravan.
It goes
It
through
does-
the caravan and hits the driver in the face.
All right.
I'll tell you what, it goes into the caravan, and as soon as it comes through, it opens up, hooks come out like a grappling hook, and it snatches onto the back of it. So now you have a good grapple onto it.
I'm going to I'm gonna say, wish me luck, and I'm gonna slip off the edge and like retract it up, so I'm holding on now to the ledge of the first caravan.
Bloody hell, mate, Quinn.
Navi.
Okay,
How
what's
do you do
Andrew
this?
Vest's reaction to
Like the
the
crazy
combined
one.
seatbelts coming out of the cart and grabbing them?
What?
I said, what's Andrew and Vez's reaction to basically tentacles coming out of the cart and just holding them down?
I don't know. They didn't say.
Oh, well, everyone else started talking and
Yeah,
stuff
we
with
were waiting
the
for you guys to give us a chance to do a little something.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
You
go.
little something.
So at this time, the vehicles are going 80 miles an hour. The people are still panicking, and the seatbelt things come down.
Pretty
Yeah, they're
much,
just
yes.
like coming out of the wall and just like wrapping around you all.
They're just automatic, or do you have to you do them yourself?
If
Yeah,
you resist, are you resisting them holding you?
No.
Okay, then they just kind of happen. They're
Okay.
they're holding you so you don't fall down and run into people.
Like if you put
Andrew
forces out, so you can just sit there and just bust them. But yeah.
So
What?
really, there's not much that I can do right now. that I
Andrew
want to do.
It's like,
Jackson.
if you wanted to bust through and get away so that you could, like, snap them, I'm saying just now for, like, the bumpiness of the cart, it's kind of holding you in place. But if you wanted to get away, I don't have no problem with you just busting it and jumping up. Like, what's going on?
Well, because my character is very good with the flow, so he wouldn't really do anything. He just kind of waited out.
Let's see what this.
Andrew Jackson at this point, since he was in the process of flailing in the air, gripping onto the handle of the door, when the tree-like vines wrap around his body, he is suspended in air by them, making it where he's having another fun ride. Again, he turns his head toward to see who has granted him such fun, saying that it was the person he liked.
Well,
And
there's no
did his
indication. I'm just having to form out the wall. I don't have to make any changes or anything. I'm just forming out.
Well, then I look upon to see who has granted me such fun. A wild smile on my face as I go, "Wow!"
Well, if you're airborne, it's still swinging you back and forth.
Oh, I'm airborne, but the tree is holding me against the door. Like, I'm not standing or sitting. I'm just suspended in midair by the tree.
He's just kind of like glued to the wall kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
like Chunky Buffs.
Chunky puffs.
And I get that reference.
Toast, what about you? Are you just gonna hang on for dear life?
Toast is blinking at the craziness of his first fucking mission. And he's one big. Yeah, okay, I'm good. And he's just wondering.
He's what?
He's just wondering at this point, what the hell did he do to deserve all this?
Okay.
He's watching.
All right.
He's watching. Amer and Sayomi's. Just
So, everybody in the caravans is pretty much safe right now, right?
They're pretty much safe. They're just panicking. They're scared, and they're just, holy shit, what's going on? What's going on? Why is this happening? Ah!
Can
Because
I
I rolled to just hammer them
do
down.
anything by talking to the people or like talking over the people to try and calm them down?
You got a roaring engine of screaming people. You're shooting, yell, "Shut up!" It's
Yeah, this is the loudest you've ever heard this engine be. It is loud.
So I wouldn't be able to talk over it.
Not really.
Not only is
Okay.
it loud, but Andrew Jackson's screaming and having fun.
Alright. In where I am hanging off the ledge of the first caravan, where is Amer? Like, he's like, is he holding onto the ledge on the side, like trying to pull himself up, or is he standing and like losing his balance, or what?
He's on the top right-hand corner, right there in the doorway of the engineering compartment, trying to pull himself up and trying to hold on for dear life because he lost his footing as he was climbing.
Okay, so he's hanging off the ledge right above the doorway of the engineering compartment, trying to pull himself up.
Yes, but now you have to see if you can pull yourself up. So, since you have the grappling hook, I'm going to give you a bonus to it of plus 3. And then you also have that wind power thing. Are you going to use it here?
Yeah, I have 3 charges. I'll use it here. So you're giving me how much for the grappling hook? Plus 3?
All right, it's gonna be your athletics plus 3 for the grappling hook, since you're only pulling yourself up and not trying to swing from it.
My wind thing only affects acrobatics.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess you're getting a plus 3 from only trying to climb instead of swing. So,
Okay, so I'll just do the 10, d20 plus 10.
yep.
Okay. Well, Amir, see what we can do for you.
You don't fall, but you're struggling.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
you're-
having trouble pulling myself up on the things that are going 80 miles an hour lately.
Shocking!
Okay.
oh bloody hell!
So, from where I am on the caravan, can I like peer around the right corner to see him struggling, or would I have to get on top to get to over where he is?
Okay, what did you say?
So since the caravan's like a box, basically, if I
It's a
peered around
rectangle.
the corner, yeah. If I peered around the corner of it, could I see a mare struggling, or can I only see him over the lip of the top of the caravan?
You can't see over the caravan, but if you want to look around from where you're at, you can see him struggling to get up. And
Okay.
now, hold on. Toast,
Okay.
are you going to do anything?
Well, seeing how well the first rescue attempt tried out, and seeing they're struggling, but I don't see them losing their grip yet. Toast is gonna stay put for now.
Yeah, I might
Alright.
need you to reach out and grab me if things go
Well,
sour.
can I even reach you if I decide to like reach out?
Just put position yourself near the edge of the
Yeah,
caravan, just in case.
yeah, I'll do that.
If you reach out, you're going to have to do 2 checks. 1, to stay on, and 2, to try to help him. And if you succeed your helping him bonus, you're gonna give him a bonus to actually climb up.
All right, you know what? That's what I'll do. Toast, like, kind of. He's still scared at this point, so he actually crawls over.
Yeah, you're my
to try and
insurance,
reach
dude.
over.
You're my insurance.
Make a check to see if you stay on it as you're crawling over.
What is that? Athletics?
It's gonna be athletics, yes.
Oh boy. Okay, so I got a 3. That's a D20 plus.
No, yours is acrobatics because you're not trying to climb. Yours is gonna be acrobatics since you're balancing instead of trying to.
That's an 8, so that's 3, right?
Yep, and since you're not actually trying to like go over it, you're just trying to stay balanced on top of it. The DC is way lower, so just it's like a DC 20, like a DC 18 instead of a DC 25 for trying to actually move in between them.
It's D20 plus 8,
D20 plus 8.
and then I got this TRND plus 5 thing. What's that?
It's already calculated into your 8. It's you trained it so that way instead of it being a 3, it's an 8 now.
Okay. And well, here's hoping.
Nope.
Shit.
Well,
It's not quite bad enough to where you fall off, but it jostles you and it makes you scoot back. Like you've been shot and now these things are going 80 miles an hour. You're scared. I guess I'm gonna say you're scared.
no.
Yeah. So you try to reach out and it jostles and you kind of lose your balance for a second, but you pull yourself back and you're scared as shit. Like,
I'm just spreading on the.
pretty much. Now,
What was that? We just lost someone. Oh, we lost Navi.
Dang.
All dropped.
I love it when I'm just sitting there like derp in the fucking back of the thing while this is going on with the seatbelt.
I mean,
Hey, I'm not sitting there like derp. I'm having a fucking blasty blast.
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Okay, what the fuck just happened?
I tried to call you and you answered right there, so I ended up hanging up on you instantly.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead. Yeah. So,
okay.
Toast.
Hold on, that's your action. That's what you do. Amir is gonna try again to pull himself up.
Okay.
And since he's already failed once, he's not gonna have to hit the 25, but he's failed and doesn't have good holding. So maybe it's a DC of.
Hello? Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on, dude. Well, we're about to see how good that was.
Okay.
Oh.
What happened?
He
Your
he
call
pulls
dropped.
himself up. Oh,
Okay, cool.
it was the DC of 20 to pull himself up because he actually he failed once, but he didn't have the footing to where he could do what he did the original time. But since he's not actually trying to jump up and then pull himself up, it's not quite as high as being held on and then pulling yourself up.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, good thing I made my little slight Batman detour. Now I'm just hanging here.
Let's see if he sees you. Oh boy. Yeah, he sees somebody's hands. He sees that there's something going wrong. He doesn't know. He sees that somebody's hanging off, but he doesn't know if what's going on. So he comes over to check it out, and he's like, he sees you hanging there, and he offers his hand down to help you
Yeah,
up.
I'll grab it.
Make a athletics check with a bonus of 5.
Okay. My athletics is... Jesus, I've used athletics so much, it's 7. So D20 plus 12.
Pretty much.
22.
Yeah. No problem. He pulls you up, and now you're standing on top of it. What
Okay.
the hell did you think you were doing?
I was coming to help
Standing
you.
straight up with 80-mile-an-hour winds pushing them backwards.
Well, obviously we're like crouching down a bit. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're not standing straight up.
We're not like on our tippy toes.
My feet are glued here now.
Meanwhile,
Want to get to the back in 0 seconds? Stand up.
Jump.
Wait, what? I
It
have
looks
no
like
idea.
you were losing your balance, so I was just trying to help you out.
Don't worry about me, boy. I've been through this kind of stuff all the time.
meanwhile, fucking Toast is bleeding.
I've
from a
been
gun.
through some shit.
What?
I've seen some things.
All right,
I'm too old for this shit.
Just on his own.
Pretty much, he is the Danny. Was that Danny Glover that was in that movie that said that?
Yeah, I think so.
He is the Danny Glover of your group.
And I'm Riggs, apparently. I'm like Riggs times 7. At least.
Toast is just like on all fours at this point with a bleeding gunshot wound in his shoulder, just looking around wide-eyed, like Jesus.
He looks at Sam and is like, "What happened? Why? I saw somebody was hurt. What happened?"
Quinn got shot, and that's all that's all that happened. He's got hit in the shoulder, but I think he's okay.
Bleeding hell, I'm not.
Okay, he's not exactly okay, but he's fine.
Did you see who did this? What's going on? Like,
Sorry, I was too busy getting shot at.
Sir, it came from the back right. It must have come from a long way away. I don't know who did it.